Hey, it's morning musings with four keys, or maybe morning meanderings with four keys. I don't know what I'll call it, but it's with me, four keys. This song is really silly. It's me, four keys. I'm super silly. And I guess this is my podcast theme song. I don't know. Hey. And we're back. It's actually morning this time. That's why I'm whispering. Everybody's still asleep. Um, the birds are chirping. You might not be able to hear that. I don't know. But I hear it and it makes me feel glorious as the sun rises this morning. Good morning. Let's welcome to Mornings Before Keys, musing and meandering. Today we are moving toward integration, as always. That's like a constant thing we should all be doing, but some of us aren't really doing it effectively. Let's talk about it. So, um, I'm not talking about integration like race relations. I hope that's obvious. You shouldn't be coming to me for that. There are plenty of other well educated, better spoken, better people to come to for that. I'm just talking about you and your self relations. Because, hey, guess what? That might make race relations a little bit better if we just like related to ourselves a little bit better. But anyway, that's just me. That's just me. But you're here with me, so I assume you want my opinion on things. So, integration in psychology. Integration is the coexistence of all the parts of ourselves. I got notes because we're going to be bouncing around today. It is the coexistence of all the parts of your multifaceted self harmoniously. Now, coexist means they all work together, all the parts. The problem is most of us don't really want to deal with all the parts. We are all super happy to just highlight the delightful selves of us, the delightful parts of ourselves. I'm hardworking. I do all this, blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. Those icky bits are just as important for integration, if not more, because we need to hone in on those. I grew up in a home with someone who believed that if we performed our good parts loud enough, they would drown out the icky bits. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. I'm just going to flatly say that's delusional. And that's one of my icky bits. I do not suffer fools. And a lot of times it comes out like bad. I did a lot of questioning of unreasonable behavior of the adults around me in ways that made them feel icky. And then as I got older, I was real loud about the ways that my life would be different from watching what was happening with them. Assholery. Like that's legitimately not cool. It's not a nice way to be. But I know that that's me. Pause. I'm turning the page. That's the thing about integration. I know that I get sidetracked, so I take notes. I know that I do not suffer fools. So when foolish behavior arrives at my feet, I don't ask the first question in the first way that it comes up. I give myself a few moments to say, first of all, is this a person that I care about? If I do, then I take some time. Is this person bringing me this problem for the first time? If so, I take even more time. But if this is a repeat offender, and if that offense is anything that is not doing me any good or them any good, I'm allowed to step back. Because, it's not nice to be an asshole to people, especially if they're struggling. I don't want to be rude to people, but I'm allowed to be angry when shit is popping off around me. That's another one of my icky bits. The rage, constant and simmering. Recognizing that I probably should be angry, given first of all, I'm a Black woman. Given the state of this country, the world we live in, the earth, like all of it. If you're not angry about something at this time, it's probably your fault. And you probably ain't listening to me anyway. In order for me to use that constant simmering rage and not let it paralyze me, root me into the same muck that I'm trying to rise out of, I have to acknowledge it. And then I have to use it as fuel. That's the thing about integration. It's not just about seeing the stuff. It's about learning how to use it or put it down. We have to process it. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra in Book 1, Sutra 33, states, by cultivating attitudes of friendliness to the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and disregard towards the wicked, the mind stuff retains its undisturbed calmness. Now, that undisturbed calmness, that's like it depends on what you consider calm. That's another thing. We're talking about that disregard of the wicked. It sounds a lot like Good Vibes Only, doesn't it? Which sounds a lot like the delusion that I grew up in, the delusion that a lot of us grew up in. And not for nothing, no wonder you feel bad all the time. I'm going to keep it in my hand. No wonder you feel bad all the time. You keep enduring bad shit, ignoring the negative emotions that drive us to act in protection of ourselves. Now we can put it down. Sadness, anger, rage, frustration, depression, all of those things. I'm not talking about clinical depression, chemical depression. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the moments where you are so deep in sadness because you've been enduring sad shit, sometimes unnecessarily, when you could just not. I'm not saying rip the Band-Aid off, quit your job. That's crazy. But sometimes we should go for a walk. Sometimes we need to do things to care for ourselves in the moment. So if you need to cry, find someplace safe. Let that shit out. If you need to punch something, get a bag. Not a person, not a living thing. Nobody's property, your property. A bag. Don't destroy anything. Punch with purpose. But get it out. You got to do something with it, or it's going to do you in. Listen, I used to be Bruce Banner. Afraid of destruction, my fire wrought. But now I'm Smart Hulk. Sometimes I'm awkward and heavy-handed. But the smashing has discernment now. I'm going to read it because it was cool. At least I think it was cool. All right. Sometimes I'm a little awkward and heavy-handed, but the smashing has discernment now. We don't need to clear the block. If we know exactly where the problem is, that doesn't mean that there won't be collateral damage. People have a right to protect themselves, delusional or not. All you can do is you. All you can do is you. And that's integration. Use all the parts of you to do you, in service of you, in protection of you. Do you. That's it. Well, that's all I got for now. If you liked it, great. If not, that's cool too. Until next time, be well.